If you have built a great lead list, segmented with intelligence and prioritized based on fit, you are already ahead of most teams. But even the best looking lead can blow up your campaign if the email address bounces, if the phone number is fake, or if the domain is dead or flagged. That's the part most people miss. Before you start outreach, your system needs to ask one thing: can I actually reach this lead? That's what we are fixing today, with real-time validation using APIs and automation. Hello everyone, I'm Swarnendu and this is part 2 of our Sales Cadence AI automation series, a 6-part walkthrough where I help you build a complete outbound system powered by AI. In part 1, we built a smart segmentation layer that helped you identify Tier 1 leads based on funding, stack, and hiring intent. If you haven't watched it, it sets the stage for everything we do here. Today, we'll build on that by validating your leads so that your messages don't just go to the right person, but actually land. If you are serious about building a smart AI-driven outbound engine, make sure you subscribe. Links to all the other parts are in the description. Most teams only realize they have a data problem after it hurts them. Bounced emails, blocked domains, SDOs calling numbers that don't exist. Poor validation creates ripple effects that kill your campaigns silently. Here is how it affects your domain reputation, your deliverability and inbox placement, your open and reply rate accuracy, and downstream logic like lead scoring or routing. So in this part of the series, we create a dedicated validation layer in the workflow. It acts like a filter. Only clean, verified records pass through your messaging system. In part 2 of this series, we are building a real-time lead validation layer. Every lead will pass through 3 checks: email, phone, and domain, so that by the time it moves to messaging or personalization, we know it's clean, live, and safe to engage. This is about confidence. Confidence that what you send is going to real humans, and confidence that your automation will not damage your sender's code or reputation. So let's walk through each part of the validation process. Number 1, validating the domain. Before we check individual email addresses, we need to confirm the domain is real, active, and safe. If the domain is expired, blacklisted, or suspicious, it doesn't matter if the email exists. It's risky. It hurts your deliverability. And in most cases, it means the contact is fake or outdated. Now, to validate domains, we use tools like ipinfo.io or whoisxml.api, or maybe custom whois lookups to check domain age, activity, and legitimacy. We're looking for active MX records. Can this domain receive emails? Recent registration dates. Watch out for the newly created domains. Known abuse flags or reputation issues. And once a domain is flagged safe, we move forward to email validation. So the second step is validating email addresses. Now that the domain checks out, we validate the actual email address. This means checking syntax, mail server SMTP responses, whether it's a catch-all, disposable, or high risk. And we use email verification APIs like hunter.io, never bounce, or zero bounce, or maybe Twilio's email validation API powered by SendGrid. And each contact gets a status like valid, which is safe to send, risky, maybe send with a caution, or invalid, that means suppress or remove that email. This protects your sender domain and ensures your campaigns start strong. The step 3, validating phone numbers. Next, we validate phone numbers, especially useful if you are planning SMS or WhatsApp based outreach. Here we can use Twilio lookup. It tells us whether a number is real, whether it's mobile, landline, or VoIP, and which provider it belongs to. This helps you filter out bad data and also segment follow-up strategies based on the type of line. Now let's look at how this entire validation process fits into our AI automation system. Remember the segmentation layer we built in part 1? That is where the lead enters the system. Once it is enriched and scored, it flows into this validation layer before any messaging logic is triggered. We build the full pipeline using tools like make.com for drag and drop workflows, or N8N for task chaining and custom retries, or maybe LangChain style agent flows if you want more logic and an adaptive behavior. Each step in this workflow is a task or agent. One task checks if the email and tags it right or wrong. Another checks the phone. Another flags the domain status. And based on the outcome, the record is either approved, paused, or cleaned. So this validation layer becomes the gatekeeper. Only verified leads pass through the personalization and outreach, and that protects every part of your Cadence downstream. So let's be clear, this step isn't just about deliverability. It's about maintaining momentum across your sales workflow. With this in place, your reply and open rates are more accurate. Your CRM stays clean. Your outreach doesn't get flagged for bounces. And your AI agents in the later parts are not wasting effort on broken records. You are building confidence, not just in the tech, but in the results it drives. So what happens when you have a clean, segmented, and verified list? Now it's time to talk. In part 3, we'll dive into how to use GPT to generate personalized outreach for every lead across email, LinkedIn, and even WhatsApp. We'll build prompts that will reflect real intent, use real data, and adjust tone for every channel. This is where messaging stops being templated and starts becoming contextual. So guys, this was part 2 of our Sales Cadence AI automation series. You will find links to all the parts in the description below. And if this helped you rethink how you treat data before messaging, please subscribe to the channel. Because next, we go from lead readiness to lead conversation, and the AI system starts speaking. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in part 3.